Did you see how disgusting Daniel Craig looks in that Knives Out image?
We've done a cold open like this before about Sebastian Stan as Donald Trump. I did not expect to be doing this again for Daniel Craig as a character he's already done twice. It's not great, is it?
I think he looks a bit grim with long hair, but I prefer him being back in a suit. And there was another image released with them on set, and he's got a full suit on, tie, an overcoat, and the hair looks a bit better.
Yeah.
So he does it cool, but I'm not too keen on the long hair, I won't lie.
Daniel Craig is a handsome actor, don't get me wrong, but over these Knives Out films, he's aged.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, we had Lockdown, we had Bond 25, which probably broke him.
I mean, he was like, I'd rather slit my wrist than do James Bond again, and then did James Bond again. So,
oh, bless him.
How old is he? Daniel Craig, age. Bro's 56.
Is he?
He looks good for 56.
Yeah, that's really good.
Damn.
And people say that Henry Cavill's too old for Bonds now. Like, no, get him in the role. Come on.
Who is your Bond choice? Have we actually said? We always make jokes about this.
Yeah.
Who is your Bond choice? Do we know that?
I think Aaron Taylor-Johnson,
Yeah.
but I do think he's got a bit of a snarkiness to him that maybe people wouldn't like.
Because he knows he's so handsome, that's why.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of Richard Madden. But then, we
Yeah.
said, I think you said before about how
The Eternals
Eternal
soured me.
soured it, yeah.
Adam Barlow cast as James Bond.
I was waiting for one of us to do that. Hello and welcome to Movie On Up, episode 20, with me, your host, Alfie Walker.
And me, your other host, Adam Barlow.
He was just tucking into a little pecan plat there.
Yeah,
He had a mouthful of sweet goodness and was trying to eat it all before I said his name. How are you doing, Adam?
I'm very well, thank you. Another bit of finality this week. I did my last radio show on Nerve.
Sad?
Yes, I was sad. I gave it a little send-off. I haven't cried yet. I feel like I'm numb to everything now, so...
I think when you get that disc grade back, you're going to cry.
Okay.
I meant in a good way,
right.
in a relief that everything's done, but...
21? You what? I'd be so...
I'm meeting my supervisor next week because he wants to interview me for his PhD or something. And I'm going to be like, come on, mate, what did I get? Come on, tell me. You've marked it now. What? Come on, tell me what I got.
Between you and I.
Yeah, give me a thumbs up if it's good. But yeah, I think we've still got another 4 weeks until that.
Oh, gosh.
In the meantime, we're recording podcasts.
Well, hey. Definitely worth our time, I would say.
Weird episode today because we haven't got anything major to review, really.
Not really.
Adam went and watched a re-release of The Matrix at the cinema, and he also caught the new Glen Powell film, Hitman, and then I watched the new Ron Howard documentary on Jim Henson, released on Disney+.
And you said you started watching The Boys. How far through are you on that?
Just 2 episodes, so we can have a little chat about that. But we do have a lot of news. There's a lot of weird things going on in news, and we've noted a couple of them down, and we're going to chat about that too.
I feel like last month was quiet. This month there's just loads of messy stuff.
So weird, yeah.
Really odd projects being announced. Just should we get into it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
With some good news, firstly. The Paddington in Peru trailer. I love these damn movies, man.
Are you super happy with this trailer?
I don't know. I think it's a bit of a weird departure. I quite like that he's going back to Peru, and I'm glad it's something more than just Paddington 3, because I think, Paddington, the whole charm of him is him
in
walking
England.
around London.
Yes,
I get that for sure. But I think, could they have really pulled that off for a third film? I think people would have been a little bit bored of it, perhaps. And I wouldn't have been, but I know other, maybe the wider overseas that aren't from the UK, they would probably be like, okay.
I think that's quite a good thing, actually, that didn't occur to me, because my main complaint was that I think when he's not in England, it loses its charm.
Sure.
I don't want to sound like a Brexit gammon here, but Paddington is an immigrant in England, and that is the charm of the whole thing.
I've never thought of Paddington as an immigrant, but
he's got those Latino genes, isn't he? He's from Peru.
You're totally right. Imagine if You know who should have voiced him? Antonio Banderas. Who's in this film. But
yeah, why is he so British? He lived in Peru his whole life.
if he did just the Puss in Boots voice. My name is Paddington Bear.
But you're right. What else could they do in London? I think we've had a woman who wants to put him in the Natural History Museum and Hugh Grant putting Paddington in prison.
Yeah, that's the two things that normally happen to me when I go to London. So.
Natural History Museum, prison.
Yeah, it's my two visiting places, like a Monopoly board. It's lovely.
One thing I don't like is that the mum is different.
Yeah,
I think that
actress
ruins.
Is playing her now?
So it used to be Sally. Someone.
Sally Hawkins.
Yeah, I think so. And now it's a different lady, and I think it does ruin the. I'm all for recasting. I'm not ever usually that fussed, but I think it's quite a crucial part is the Brown family in those two films, and it's a bit sad to see a different mum.
I guess it was scheduling issues, right?
Can I tell you? I asked my brother what what do you think about Paddington 3 trailer, and his response was just wait, let me find it. There you go. Oh,
here we go.
Aunt Lucy's on a quest. My ass. That was his reaction to the trailer.
Do you know what? I will say...
Aunt Lucy's on a quest. My ass.
I love your brother. It's so funny. That should have been the tagline. Or Paddington should have been reacted like that. Can you imagine with Ben Wishaw's voice? Aunt Lucy, you're on a quest. My ass. What more does she want? I gave her that pop-up book.
Pop-up book that I got arrested for.
All these films are just... I need to rewatch them because I think I've only seen the second one once, which people think... Like, Paddington 2's become memes now for
how great it is.
I think it's not as good as the first one. But again, for whatever reason, like I always think back to 2017 when I think Paddington 2 came out. I was like, what was I doing at that time? It's probably a Christmas release, I imagine.
That long ago?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's crazy.
Damn, I did not realise that.
I mean, the first Paddington was 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time.
I remember loving that because I went to see that with my whole family as well, which is a very rare occurrence. So I could probably pinpoint every film that we've seen all together. But Paddington was one of them. I remember seeing it probably opening weekends, really busy. Everyone just loved that film. It was so charming, and I'd loved Paddington growing up. Like I love bear characters, like Winnie the Pooh and Paddington are both so adorable. I couldn't pick between the two.
Just before the podcast,
cute.
we were talking about the Christopher Robin, weren't we? You were saying how much you love that as well. Yeah,
I got a Winnie the Pooh Lego minifigure keyring the other day.
Nice.
I never got that Winnie the Pooh set. I think you can still buy it, but it's about 70 quid. I don't know where I put it, but
I think it's kind of good for the real tangent here. I think it's kind of good for the price, to be honest. But
yeah, it's very pretty.
Yeah,
I might get it if I get time. But they should do Lego Paddington.
Yeah, I thought that on my walk home yesterday. After I watched the trailer, I was thinking, how have they not done Lego Paddington?
Does Mega Bloks have the rights or something? This was probably...
Who makes the film?
Studio Canal, I think.
Right.
Or is it Sony? Is Sony in there as well?
I think it's Sony. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have a deal with Sony because that's why we're getting a Taylor Swift and an Olivia Rodrigo brickhead in Lego.
Are we?
Yeah, because Sony have a deal with them. Yeah.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah.
We should have done a Lego podcast. That's the niche. Not the film podcast.
Well, everyone does film podcasts. We need to do a Lego podcast. Yeah, kind of.
Do you know what?
Little half-hour episodes. Nice
Absolutely. We could do that. On the side, we could just...
Bonus episode.
Yeah. Get a Patreon going.
Yeah, right. Send us your money.
Yeah, Paddington and Peru, they've obviously recast Sally Hawkins. And I don't really think... They've got Emily Mortimer, who I kind of recognise, but I don't know what from. So she's in Shutter Island. She's in the Pink Panther films. And I
not fucking much then, yeah. Olivia Colman is great in the trailer. I thought she was spectacular, little bit of fun.
I forgot she was going to be in it. Yeah,
as a nun who runs the Bear Hotel, I guess, in Peru. I thought it was great. I thought she was a lovely little pop of energy and comedy that really fits it quite well.
Yeah, definitely. Always a pleasure to see her. Paul King, obviously the director, he's not returning.
Also worry, won't lie.
Yeah. I think Antonio Banderas is in it, like we said. He'll be good. Hugh Bonneville's always great. I think they might have even recast some of the children.
That makes sense, just because they would have grown up too much.
Yeah.
I think they've got Hugh Bonneville, which is the important family member, I will say. I think if they'd recast him, it would not work at all.
Yeah, I'd have some trouble.
Because he's so sort of well known in British TV and stuff like that. But I'm excited for it, but I am very hesitant and wary because I think it might be a little far-fetched.
It was like the whole Indiana Jones spoof where he's running away from a boulder. It is a bit outlandish, but then I don't know.
Where else can they go?
Maybe they'll pull it off. Maybe they will. But I think it will probably be the weaker of the three. But we will see. Other news, Acolyte Episode 3. Should we talk about that?
Yeah, let's have a little chat about that.
I saw a poll just firstly for a bit of context about the Star Wars fandom at the moment. This was Grace Randolph, who is behind the YouTube channel Beyond the Trailer. And she put a poll up on Twitter today. It's got about 7 hours left, but when I looked at it, it had 15,870 votes on Twitter, so take it with a pinch of salt. But her question was, are you interested in any upcoming Star Wars projects? And then the options were Mando and the Grogu movie, the Filoni movie, yes, and the list below, which is what I pressed. I just said I'm always open to see what they do. And then the other option was no, I'm done, which 51% of respondents pressed, which I think is pretty damning.
I think it's scarily. I'm really worried that Star Wars might start to fade away.
Yeah.
Because they're diluting the brand so much. And lots of this stuff is good, but I think there's just too much.
Do you think Star Wars is... Because I seem to be a part of... Like, the two main fandoms, obviously, Star Wars and Marvel, which I'm big in on. I think both of them are having a really rough time at the moment. But I'm quite optimistic about films. Like, I don't tend to go into stuff being like, right, this will be trash. Apart from, like, the Marvels last year, which I didn't have much hopes for. But, you know, I think take each project individually, and everything has their merits, right? There's always a good character that you can cling to. Yeah. There's always some cool action scene or cool concept.
There's always music that you love, or set design, costume. There's always something, that
like in episode 3, I thought the location they're in was beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, this is stunning.
It's different, isn't it? We've said before, I don't want to be stuck on a sand planet for 90 minutes of runtime.
I just think someone suggested as well, I think it was on Twitter again, but someone said, I think they should let the franchise just rest and go away for like 20 years. Let these grumpy fan people just move on. Yeah. And then come back and just sort of start anew almost.
I think my problem is that Star Wars is a cornerstone of film. It is the pioneer of special effects, and special effects in the 70s, 80s, and CGI in the 90s, 2000s. It is a cornerstone of that element of film. It is literally one of the... I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's a great documentary on the OG3, and how they did the special effects is insanity. Like, never been done before. And it's so crucial in how everything is produced now. Like, same with the CG and Phantom Menace and stuff. But that's in film. I think Star Wars is a film franchise. As great as Grogu is and Mando is, I think Star Wars should be on the big screen. It should be an event. You think when The Force Awakens came out, how insane... I don't know if you were, because you weren't in the fandom then. People were like, oh my fucking God, Star Wars is back. Like, now people are like, yeah, the Acolyte, whatever. I think you're right. I think it needs to stop producing 2 TV shows a year. Finish this run, do Acolyte, Skeleton Crew's coming out, whatever that's about.
Oh gosh, yeah, with
that's this year.
Jude Law. Is it this year? Yep. Again, no trailer, maybe a photo, I think, but someone said it's like the Goonies in space. God, I completely forget about it.
The main character in that is the same species as Max Rebo, the blue elephant.
Right, okay.
So we've got this weird blue elephant looking nice
motherfucker. God, do you know what? I think Star Wars has always been weird, right? But I really think they have... I prefer it when there's a human character at the centre of it.
Yeah, same.
Like,
but not an annoying one.
Yeah, because it's really... I do like Star Wars. I know I said I'm optimistic, but you're right. The fact that we're both in on this stuff.
Such a huge Star Wars. It's my franchise.
I forgot about Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Like,
they need to finish Andor. They need to finish Ahsoka. They need to Acolyte, Skeleton Crew. Release this slate and then give it a 5-year break minimum and do a film.
Yeah. I think Disney Plus has been great, and I think what it was doing over lockdown phenomenal, right?
Mm.
For Marvel and Star Wars. I think Marvel was a little bit to and fro, but
Think about those first Marvel ones, yeah. Loki.
Everyone was watching them.
Loki and WandaVision were
The Mandalorian. I still will defend.
100%. Mandalorian is great.
Yeah, I just think you're right. It's a film franchise, not a. You shouldn't try and make everything like. I think Disney Plus it's with all the Netflix stuff they're tying as well for Marvel. It's becoming too much for anyone. Like, you can't read the comics, you can't see the films and watch every TV show and then look at the articles and everything. It's too much for any person. It's just a juggernaut, and I don't think you can stop it. But I think they should just stop with the shows. I think, look, there's too many. I was saying the other day, because people were recommending Bridgerton, they were recommending The Boys, and they were recommending... what else is coming out at the moment?
House of the Dragon, we've got... Rings of Power. Have you watched that? Lord of the Rings. Yeah, there's so much.
Just I mean, then you've got Succession and all that stuff. Game of Thrones, I just missed. There's so much. Like, I will hold my hands up and be like, I'm not a TV person. I just can't. I can't keep up with it. Like, I will focus on one show. Like, even The Bear, which I love. I've still not watched season 2 of it. I watched the first episode. I'm like, this is great. I will do this at some point. I'm going to try and do it before season 3 drops this month.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. Next week.
I'm going to try and catch up on that, but like, I can't. It's biting off too much.
I think it's scary to people who aren't in it already, because like my dad likes the original Star Wars films and said, I want to watch Mandalorian, and we started watching it, and then like that's it, because he hasn't got the time to then go away and watch Ahsoka, which is linked to Mando, and then maybe watch The Acolyte, and then watch Andor, and then watch Obi-Wan Kenobi. If that had been a film, you could sit... The thing is, I think... this is such a tangent. I think all of these Star Wars things, all of these Star Wars shows are 30-minute episodes, and there's 8 of them. You could streamline them and make them one film. Obi-Wan Kenobi could have been a film. You could just put together those 6 half-an-hour episodes, edit it here and there, just change that plot a bit, and it would have been a solid film. Same with Ahsoka. There was 4 episodes
that would
of
be
nothing.
Such a nice, streamlined 2.5 hour film. Perfect.
Imagine the marketing on that as a film as well. Yeah. This one character, everyone wanted to see Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan.
Yeah. The budget would have been higher for it. Yeah, totally.
It's just, I think it's such a behemoth of a task to get into Star Wars. Like, my dad watched the first like phase of Avengers, of MCU films, and then that was it. He just couldn't hack the 3 films a year and then TV shows, and he was just like, no, I can't do it.
It's totally understandable, and I do worry that I'm just going to fall out of love with, not with movies, but with franchise films, because as you say, it's too much to take on, because I mean, we're uni students and we're complaining about how much stuff there is, let alone if you're working 9 to 5 and you've got a family. You're not gonna. You might see a film a month.
Yeah.
Like,
if you were watching a franchise, by the time you've watched one film, you forgot what's happened in the next one, and like it's easier just to sit down and watch Challengers, the Holdovers.
Sure. Yeah.
You think those ones that in our head right now, we're like, this is the great film of the year.
Yeah. You're totally right. If I was to take a look at the films that I've loved in the last 5 years, like properly loved, apart from, I mean, Endgame's just outside the last, just clinging in there, right? But beyond that, I don't think there's any franchise film. I mean, Dune, but...
barely a franchise film.
Yeah. You're right, like The Holdovers, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, Challenges in recent memory. Yeah, it's all like spin-off stuff. Top Gun Maverick, but again, hardly that's not a franchise.
It's not, is it?
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Anyway,
that RAF one that they do.
Acolyte season 3. What was your?
Yes.
We'll do it briefly. I think it was a little slow. I think it had some good stuff to say. I don't know why people are crying at the cannon break. Obviously, I don't know if you've seen, but people are fucking in tears over this. How did they create May and Osha from the Force? This means like Anakin's role is now diminished because he was the one Force-made baby. I think they're clearly going to... but I imagine they're going to do that. Plagueis learnt this skill from these witches, and then Plagueis shows Sidious, and that's how Sidious makes Anakin. That's my guess with where they're going with it.
Cool.
But people are in tears, up in arms about this, and I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Like,
I don't.
You're telling me in this millions of years of Star Wars before Anakin, no one's made a baby from the Force? Get a grip.
I think it is. I mean, we were also saying, like, Star Wars, as grandiose as it is, right? I think people have blown it out of proportion because it does just take a place over like 75 years. Yeah. It's not very, and this is like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It doesn't. If it really matters, guys. It really does. Like, I am a Star Wars fan, but I don't care that much, really. Like, I'm if the show looks good, there's a few jokes in it. There's some cool action scenes.
Yeah, keeps
me
interested. The characters. Gives me new lore. What more can I ask for?
I don't know. You can't. It's impossible. You can't please everyone, and at the moment. If you're,
not pleasing anyone.
I mean, ideally, you don't want to, displease 50% of the people, but maybe shift that ratio a bit. But it is, it's baffling how angry people are about it. I thought it was a good episode. I thought the twins were a bit irritating. If I'm honest.
Yeah,
when they were arguing, like, because the Force abilities that they're being shown, I turned to Guy who I watched it with. I was like, this is. So those brats, they're really irritating me. Like if I was watching these, like my mum do this really cool Force stuff, I'd be like, that's sick. Like I would not be like, no, stop it. Like,
stop punching me, stop poking me. It was grinding my gears so much. I was getting really annoyed. Yeah.
Like I get that's the plot, but I guess that's the characters. But I was like, oh my gosh.
Also,
shut up.
I get that. Yeah, in key Star Wars fashion, getting kid actors that are shit.
I thought they were okay in this.
Her line reading of "I'll kill you" was dreadful.
Oh yes, yeah.
I was like, where the fuck did that come from? I don't want you to leave me. I don't want you to leave me. You need to stay here with us. I'm going to kill you. What? Where did that come from?
Yeah.
I was so.
And the fact that one fire thing killed everybody.
I mean, I think that will be revealed. But I thought it was kind of baffling. But yeah, anyway.
It really was. Like, they're both unlikable. Though. That's what this thing's. No, I like Osha. Because I would definitely want to be a Jedi. I don't.
I'm not being
some weird witch cult.
Yeah.
It's I think again it's only the first 3 episodes of an 8-part series, so I think it's too late. It's too early for anyone to judge.
For sure. By episode 5, then I'll make a decision.
Perhaps a more informed decision. Yeah. But we will. Maybe should we leave it out of the podcast until the end of it?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Unless there's something major that happens, we can talk about some reveal. But yeah, we'll give a proper review of the actual series. So just take this as like we've only seen the first 3 episodes, and we'll go from there. Other news, again, more mess with Marvel projects. The Blade director,
Jan Demange. I don't know how you pronounce that. Anyway, we've had 2 directors. We've had Bassam Tariq as the first one. He left. The usual creative differences sort of spiel from videos I've seen, and I get these YouTubers perpetrate just absolute drivel to get views, but I've seen a lot of people saying this film is chaos, and this is the main reason why Mahershala Ali has now joined the Jurassic Park 7 cast, because this film's not going anywhere, and he said, forget it. Great. I mean, he's still technically Blade, but nothing's happening at the moment, so he's joined the other cast, I guess, as a going, right, this Marvel franchise is clearly going down the pan for me, so I'll join the Jurassic Park franchise instead.
Brilliant, love that.
Yeah, good on him. Jonathan Bailey's been cast in that as well.
I think the cast for that is quite random, that new Jurassic World film, but it is Gareth
Edwards, Rogue One, Godzilla.
Yes. I think he'll smash it.
What was the robot one?
The Creator,
yeah. 3 solid films there. I haven't seen much else, but those 3, that's some... Rogue One is the best thing Disney Star Wars has produced, IMO. The Godzilla 2014, also very good.
For sure. But yeah, I have no excitement for those, for that like supernatural side of the MCU personally. I love Moon Knight, but I don't care for like the Werewolf by Night or anything.
I believe they're working up to is it the Brotherhood of Night or something?
Or Midnight Suns?
Yeah, Midnight Suns, that's it. Where it's Moon Knight, Blade, Jon Snow from Eternals, Doctor Strange, the werewolf guy. Like,
it's so random, man. Just I honestly think do X-Men if that's what you're doing. That's unavoidable at this point. But I don't care really. Do an Avengers film. Other than that, I'm not that fussed.
Props to them though for doing what we've said Star Wars should do and giving it a little bit of a break. I know it's only a year, but. Yeah, that's a lot of money that they're missing out on there. So props to them there for saying, right, let's reevaluate.
I'd like to think that this Deadpool and Wolverine film is going to do
Reignite.
bits.
Yeah,
I really
sure.
think it looks great. The trailers, we've obviously seen them a lot recently. More on that next week. But I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good, and hopefully it can just be like a cornerstone or
A bookend almost, yeah.
just a stepping stone for people to jump in and be like, oh, this was cool. I'll wait for something else that comes along. But loads of news again. We've got more stuff to talk about. Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping. The new
What a name.
Yeah, right. New Hunger Games book coming out March next year. The film coming out December 2026.
So they've obviously been like, please, Suzanne Collins, can you write another book for us so we can make another film? And she has. It's doing the one story that everyone wants to see, which is Haymitch's Hunger Game. I believe it's explained briefly in the first book, and that's how everyone knows about it. I won't spoil it, but yeah, this is the one that everyone wants to see. So good on them. I think this is a great move. I think people are more interested in this than songbirds of snakes and whatever. I think this is exciting for that fandom. I'm not a huge member of it. It will be really interesting to see who they cast as young Haymitch, who is obviously played by Woody Harrelson in the main films, and then who they'll cast as middle-aged Snow. Most people saying cast Kiefer Sutherland, Donald Sutherland's son, because he plays him in the first four, which is a nice idea.
Yeah, that works well. Yeah, nice,
interesting.
Other news: Lilo and Stitch apparently coming out later this year.
Yeah, wild.
The live action version, that is. Yeah, and then there is other Moana stuff. Like there's casting for the live action version they're doing, and obviously Moana 2 coming out at the end of this year as well. I don't really care for either. And then finally, Wallace and Gromit.
This was one I'm excited for, Adam. Yeah. The return of Feathers McGraw.
So it's coming on to BBC and Netflix this Christmas, I believe.
Yeah, so I think it's Christmas Day is in the UK on BBC, and then it will be on Netflix all over the world Boxing Day.
Amazing. Nice.
I'm excited.
It looks good. It's called Vengeance Most Foul. I think, what was the last one they did? Was the baking one the last one they did?
Yeah, it was.
God, that must have been 10 years ago. I remember watching that at my grandma's house.
Yeah, I think that's longer.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything since, has there?
No, because there's the first three, the moon, the sheep, and the one with feathers. Then there's Were Rabbit, the full film. Then there's the bakery one, and then there's now this, which interesting for a set of stuff that's so crucial in British culture. There's not much content, is there?
No,
but
it's just been marketed everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can get a Gromit mug.
We're going to go through our reviews now. We've got 3 small reviews. We've got a Matrix, a Hitman, and my one on the Muppets documentary. We're just going to rattle through those, as they're quite short anyway. But I'm going to start with mine. I watched the new Disney Plus documentary, directed and produced by Ron Howard. So a nice big name there behind it. It's called
nice.
Jim Henson Idea Man. Essentially, it's just a nice little tribute to Henson. Goes through his sort of life from university, college, through to his death, untimely death. Only I think it was about 52 or something like that. So very young. But I do have some opinions. But overall, the documentary is nice. I'd say the way it deals with everything is nice. It feels a little rushed towards the end. It has lots of voices. It's got Frank Oz, who was obviously one of the main Muppeteers, Jim Henson's friend. It has about 3 of his 6 children in talking about it all. And it goes through from the origins of his original stuff, then Sesame Street, Muppets, then onto the Muppet films, then onto the Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, stuff just before his death, and then his death. Overall, nice. It just goes through, lovely. If you are a casual Muppets fan or don't know much about the Muppets, it is the perfect sort of viewing. Like, go in, listen to this. Explains everything in a nice way. A little bit of background stuff I didn't know, even as a Muppets fan. So it's nice in that way. But it really glosses over his death and the issues that happened at the end. I don't know if you're aware of this, but So he started making a deal with Disney in the 90s.
Right.
And then he died. So the deal never went through. It wasn't until sort of 2006, I think, that it then eventually actually got sold to Disney. Frank Oz has gone on record saying the deal with Disney killed Jim Henson. He's on record saying that. That's how much Jim Henson hated this.
Right.
But this show, because it's made by Disney Plus, doesn't half brush that under the carpet. They've got Frank Oz on there bigging up Disney. They've got all his kids who still work in the Jim Henson Creature Shop, Jim Henson sort of brand, which means they're so closely linked with Disney that they are like, yeah, Jim loved this. Jim wanted to sell it to Disney so much. Jim loved this. They really gloss over it. And it's, if you know some Muppet lore, it's like, well, Frank Oz has said this is literally the reason he died. So it's a little tasteless. I get it. It's a Disney Plus documentary, so they're not going to slag themselves off, are they? They also missed out a lot of the Muppeteers. The main one, so obviously Jim Henson voiced Kermit, and then he died, and then Steve Whitmire took over. That is the voice that everyone knows. The Steve Whitmire is the voice of Kermit from like 1990 to 2020. Or not that old, but sort of, he is the voice. If you've watched the Muppet films, Treasure Planet, that kind of thing, that's the voice you know. And they do not interview him because Disney like sacked him off essentially for talking out bad about Disney. So it's a little sinister. It's a little bit like, we've missed out this guy who was Jim Henson, one of Jim Henson's best friends. Steve Whitmire wore a Kermit suit to his funeral, to Jim Henson's funeral. Like, that's how, like, they're so intrinsically linked. And he is Kermit as much as Jim Henson is Steve Whitmire, and they missed him out. And they missed out loads of other Muppeteers. It's, there's a little undertone to it where it's, if you're a casual fan, great, it will show you how the Muppets was made, how Sesame Street was made, how Fraggle Rock was made, how Labyrinth was made, Dark Crystal. That's a nice sort of package in itself. But yeah, there's a little bit at the end where you're like, okay, you've really skimmed on this here because you don't want to slag yourselves off, which I get.
I feel like Disney does that a lot, don't they? I mean, the whole thing about Walt's head being frozen and stuff, and they made Frozen just to
cover it up. Yeah, it's.
I think there's more going on behind that company than we all know.
Sounds like
it is weird. Like it sounds very like sort of tinfoil hat.
For sure, it does, but
because it is just an entertainment company at the end of the day. But yeah, there's a lot of dodgy deals and questionable financial choices going on there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a nice documentary. It works, but yeah, the ending is. I would say.
How did Jim Henson die?
Pneumonia.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he died pretty suddenly. I would say, if I'm honest, there's a 4-part documentary series on YouTube by this channel called Defunct Land. And essentially it does Jim Henson's origins, the Muppets and Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock, Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, and then Jim Henson's death. It's like a 4-part series. Each one's about an hour. And I'd recommend just watching that. It does him way more justice and doesn't skim on the Disney details and the arguments and that. So it's a fine documentary, but I would recommend, go watch the Defunct Land Jim Henson series. It's definitely better.
Interesting. And you are my resident Muppets expert.
I love the Muppets, guys. Muppets.
I trust your judgment on this.
Yeah, Muppets is my jam.
Amazing. One of the films I saw this week was the brand new Netflix original film Hitman, starring Glen Powell and Adria Arjona, I think. Basically, I was very excited for this film. I think Pulp Kitchen, who we both listened to, they reviewed it back in October or November last year.
Damn.
And George gave it a rave review. He said it was hilarious, saw it in a cinema room, and everyone was loving it. And it is marketed as a rom-com. I would say, for me, it's of a similar quality of The Fall Guy. I thought it was okay. Like, I won't rewatch it. I'll probably forget about it. As a star vehicle for Glen Powell, who's been killing it at the moment, it's great. More than solid for him. I think he really shows his range here. But I think it's a bit one note, and I don't know. Like, I think the reviews. I mean, it's sitting at 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Bloody hell!
Yeah, like I was shocked when I looked that up. That's
Wow.
with like critic reviews. So I don't really agree with that at all. But like, yeah, I wouldn't ever. I don't even know if I'd recommend it, to be honest. I think if you're a fan of Glen Powell, go see it, absolutely. If you haven't seen anything by him, go and watch it, because he is great in it. He's really charismatic. He's so suave, and he can do geeky, goofy. He can do cool, badass. But there's not much action in it. It's not an action film, really. It's not that funny, for me at least. Like there are jokes in it, but most of the sort of lightheartedness comes from the situation and some of the disguises that he wears, and that's really what they hammed up in the marketing, right? The fact that this guy, I should say what the plot is. Sorry, it's basically.
Yeah, is it based off the 2000s video game Hitman, where a man, Agent 47, kills people? Is that what it's based
No,
on?
it's not that. Although if you look up Hitman, you'll probably get that first. Nice little 1 hour 55-minute film.
Nice.
But it basically is about Gary Johnson, who was a college professor, but he also had a part-time job as a police contractor who basically pretended to be this contract killer. He'd meet up, he'd wear a mic and stuff, meet up with these people that are trying to get their family killed or get someone like a business partner killed or whatever, and basically catch them and really draw out their intent and then arrest them the second they walk out of the room. So it's all about trust, and he basically goes in pretending to be this hitman, right? So he's got loads of disguises, which they really play up in the posters and in the trailers. But I think beyond the first 25 minutes, you see like literally just a quick cut of maybe 6 of these personalities, and they're all quite funny and humorous. And again, show his range, and it's great. But beyond that, they don't ever return. They just sort of stick to himself, like the actual character, and then this guy called Ron who falls in love with Adria's character called Maddie. And it basically, it's an unprofessional relationship that forms. She thinks that he is genuinely a hitman, but he obviously can't reveal that he's not. And then she's also just got out of like a really abusive, toxic relationship with her ex-husband, who I won't spoil anything, but it's very messy in that regard. And also the New Orleans police who employs him is like, that's really unprofessional. And then they're like getting involved and sort of not quite discovering that they're in a couple, but knowing that something's up and that you shouldn't have done, cross this line. But it's like Retta in it. Retta is in it from Parks and Recreation, who I enjoy. She was good. Austin Amelio is sort of this dirty, corrupt cop who is very on top of what Gary's doing in this film. Who else is in it? Sanjay Rayo. I think he's got a kind of small supporting role. I don't really recognise him from anything, but he was quite funny. I don't know. I didn't think too much of it, if I'm honest. I think they should have played up more those disguises and those ultimate personalities that you had for these hitmen, because the disguises are good and they are fun. Because I was expecting, they'll go for a Miss Doubtfire type thing, but it's nowhere near that. So yeah, I don't know where the 97% come from. I really don't get it, but it's okay. But I think when Netflix commissions as much as they do, and when like a hit comes along as much as it is now, because that's number one on the top films list and stuff, it just feels like luck more than anything else. And then the other film I saw Tuesday night was The Matrix, the 1999 classic, 25th anniversary, which I think is why they're playing it. And they also tied it in with Pride Month as well, because of the directors both being transgender. The Matrix, have you seen it?
Yeah, the first one once.
Yeah. Thoughts on it?
I don't think it ever blew me away. I just don't think it's really my thing, but I can appreciate the grandiose and the amazing impact and all of that sort of stuff. You love Keanu Reeves, so
I do, yeah.
I imagine this was.
I am a very big Keanu Reeves fan. Like everything I've seen him in, which isn't much, but Speed, the John Wick films, Toy Story 4, he's great. I really love him. I just think he's a brilliant guy, and he puts his whole. I don't know what's the phrase, but he puts all of himself into every project. Like properly dives in and gives it a go.
Whole Keanu into this.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, The Matrix is, again, my dad agreed with me on this. So I tried to watch it a couple years ago now, I think, when it was on Netflix, and I was like, right, I'm a film fan. I've never seen The Matrix. Let's tick this off the list. And I remember getting about 30 minutes in. I'll go into some light spoilers. It's 25 years old. But there's a bit where this sort of tracker bug goes inside his tummy button and then like wriggles around under his skin. Didn't like that. And then also when he wakes up from the Matrix and like he's basically that human battery thing, he's got loads of plugs in his skin and he's got wires coming out of him and he's bald and wet and sticky and slimy. It's gross. It's a horrible, horrible setup to the film. Like it's cool and you're like, what on earth is going on? But I think to the average viewer, and for me 2 years ago, I was like, this is a bit weird. I don't really want to watch this. Like, I'm not in the mood for this. I think I was watching it midday on a Saturday, turned it off and never really went back to it. Heard that it was playing in the cinema. I was like, you know what? I'll give it another go because it had that Legacy sequel a couple years ago.
What happened to that?
Right, remember that thing? And obviously it's got 2 sequels, which I didn't know came out in the same year. Sorry, not in the 2 sequels came out in the same year together, not in the same year as the
after
first
this
one.
Though. How wild! They must be 2-parter then, right?
Both 2003.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of mad. But I mean, the cast is pretty damn good. Oh, this was the other thing that inspired me. Carrie-Anne Moss, who played that Jedi in the first episode of The Acolyte.
Yeah,
that's what she's from.
Right,
so she plays Trinity. She's sick in this film. Really cool. Lawrence Fishburne as well, which was a nice little like, oh, you're in John Wick as well. It's nice to see you here.
Hugo Weaving.
Absolutely loved him in this.
Yeah, that's the one bit I remember loving. I love Hugo Weaving.
Mr. Anderson.
Great.
We're going to give you a deal. I love him, man. It's so good. I've
seen him in. He's Lord of the Rings. He's great as Elrond. Yeah. He's Red Skull, isn't he, as well?
He's brilliant. Like, I don't think I've seen him in much.
Yeah, he is a great actor.
I really rate him. Yeah, he's great as Agent Smith in the film. The other sort of cast around him, decent enough, There's one really unlikable character, but it's deliberately so. And it kind of, I think, get through the first. If you've seen The Matrix and like me, you're like, this is a bit far out. I don't really get what's going on because it is really like the visuals are a bit unsettling.
Yeah.
It's really it's quite intellectual as well. Like it really poses a lot about reality and about free will. And like I thought it was going to be quite surface level, but actually no. Considering it's 25 years old, it still feels surprisingly original and fresh.
Yeah, quite current, I guess, to the current stuff going on as well.
Yeah, it's been like parodied so much, right? I thought I'd see it and be like, right, well, because they even like Lego City Undercover takes the piss out of the karate training, or like kung fu training.
It's one of those films where I think like it's been parodied so much and clipped so much that you've seen the film anyway, but then clearly you haven't, so that was a nice surprise, I guess.
Yeah, I'd recommend you give it another rewatch if you've not seen it for a while.
Yeah, for sure I should.
I think I was surprised when I walked out. I was like, you know what, that's like solid 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
Which really surprised me. I thought I'd be indifferent to it or just weirded out by it, but actually it is, again, get past the first 40 minutes, and I think the middle act sort of struggle that they have with one of these crewmates on board the spaceship is a bit like you kind of know how it's going to go and you're just waiting for him to backstab them all, but it's kind of like, oh great, you're a dick. Like it was irritating to watch this guy mess everything up. But the actual final battle against like Agent Smith and stuff, and like when they properly know how to use the Matrix,
that's
and just
the famous
start like flying through and like dodging bullets and stuff. You're like, I mean, it's great. It is good.
It's iconic, isn't it?
I don't know if I'll see the sequels. I haven't heard great things about any of them. I don't think. I think that the second one's all right, apparently, but yeah, I'll keep the podcast updated if I do see any of the others. But for the first film, I was like, you know what,
this is
I get it. I get
nice,
it.
Nice.
It's not like I don't know if I'll see it again anytime soon. But yeah, I kind of understand it now, and I'm glad I saw it.
And Michael's joined us in the studio for a little bit of Kane's Corner. How you doing, Michael?
Hello, Alfie. I've recovered from my illness I had last week.
Of course, because Brian stepped in, didn't he?
Yeah, I did not have syphilis, contrary to what you stated on air. So I'd like an apology.
Sorry, Michael.
That's all right. It was actually just a common cold, the 100-day whooping cough. Okay.
You're gonna read a nice little passage for us, popped in for us this evening?
I suppose I am, as you apologised so politely. Here we go. This is called Turning Up Body and Mind. This was where the discipline from the army and my many years of experience in repertory, I can't read my own book, and doing bit parts came into its own. After Alfie was released in 1966, I'll talk about the film, not you.
No, I was born in 1999, not 19...
Whatever you say. I made 12 movies in 4 years. It was the 60s, but there was no turn on, tune in, drop out for me. For me, it was turn up, don't muck it up, get on. Before you even get to your performance, before the camera starts to roll, before the work starts, you have to turn up. On time, alert, and ready for whatever mental and physical challenges the day is going to bring. I'm talking about the absolute basics of professionalism and courtesy here. So many people fail to pay these things enough attention, yet just by taking care of the basics, you can put yourself well ahead of the game. None of this is glamorous. It's a lot like getting ready for school. But then, filmmaking, and I'm assured the same goes into supposedly glamorous worlds of modelling, fashion design, PR and air travel, is not glamorous. It's just a lot of hard work.
Lovely. It's really on brand for you there, I think, Michael. Love that.
All my passages in my book are very profound.
They are actually quite, like, on a serious note. Every single page you've read has a real profound message to it. Like,
It's quite funny because the Kane's Corner requires very little preparation here. I literally open up my book to a completely random page and I say, that'll do. And then I read a paragraph.
It sounds like what me and Adam say at the end of recording. That'll do. Did you get to listen to last week's episode, Michael, and hear Brian talk?
I did. That he seemed pretty hopeless. I can't. I liked his ambition though. I can relate to that.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Should we talk about Pharrell Williams?
We may as well. Yeah. Speaking of hugely popular, successful artists,
Happy
and Yellow from Despicable Me 3.
How does that one go?
The yellow light shining down, the yellow light shining.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, play
What's
it.
the other one that he
Feels with Katy Perry. I love that song.
Don't be okay to catch
Yeah, there you
feels. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm your window shopper. Sucker for your novel.
They're making a Lego movie of his life, guys.
Virtual reality. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, it's baffling. I don't know why this is happening.
We needed to talk about this.
Yes.
Maybe just to vent our confusion and maybe anger/dismay for this idea.
I think we're in a good position to talk about this because we're big film fans. We're big fans of Lego, and we did that Lego movie episode, right? I think we should have done a whole podcast about Lego movies. That would have been perfect.
We only have like 4 episodes.
Clutch Powers.
Yeah, talk about the OG ones. I remember loving that film.
We could, genuinely, we could have gone back, watched Ninjago. We could have watched Hero Factory.
Maybe it's worth doing an episode on a quiet week. We'll watch some Lego films.
Yeah. But anyway, as you say, Pharrell Williams getting a biopic movie this year.
I think let's just stop there straight away. Yeah. Who wants a biopic about Pharrell Williams? First question on the table.
He's only like 50 something, right?
I
don't.
If he's that old, I'm impressed because he looks young.
Yeah, but I just don't. Is he that popular in the UK? I wouldn't think he is.
I'm baffled by this because I don't think anyone's asking. He's 51. Wow, he looks great for that.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought he was older than that because like 51's not that old to have a biopic about you. He looks like a minion in that photo. Like a red minion.
He has like a red coat on, weird glasses and a hat, and he looks so silly. I don't understand this film at all, Adam.
On a fundamental level.
Why are they making a Lego biopic about Pharrell Williams?
Even the trailer takes the piss out of it because he says in like the opening line, it's like quiet on set, and then he's like, I think we should do this whole biopic as Lego. And the director character's like, why? It's just, be open. Like that's literally, they grab the audience of the trailer by the throat and be like, listen, you don't want this, but you're going to have it.
Okay? Consume it anyway. Who is this movie for?
I don't know.
Fans of Pharrell Williams are not going to sit through a Lego version of his life. Fans of Lego probably aren't interested in Pharrell Williams.
No.
These two things are incompatible.
Yeah, you're right.
So silly.
They've unveiled the Lego set for it as well, and it's Pharrell Williams.
110 quid! It's £110 for a little spaceship. It's wild.
Yeah. I don't get it, man. I do not get it.
Also, they have Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Justin Timberlake.
I do like Justin Timberlake.
Actually voicing their characters in the film.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe this was an idea from like Pharrell Williams' estate.
I think definitely.
And they've approached Lego.
Oh, 100%.
And Lego have said, go for it. And Lego don't have to put any money in. Because if Lego have somehow funded this venture, I think this is the weirdest damn thing ever. If this fails, this is on Warner Bros. And Pharrell Williams.
It's not. It's Universal now.
Right.
Yeah. So this is the first Lego film we should say that they've done since the rights moved, which I think happened over like lockdown and stuff. Yeah. But to catch you up, we had the Lego movie in 2014. We had some other stuff before, and the shows are all separate stuff. Lego movie 2014, then the Batman movie in like February or March 2017. Then in the summer of 2017, we had the Ninjago movie, and then again February 2019, we had the Lego Movie 2.
Yeah, 4 films.
Yeah. I think Lego Movie 1, fantastic. Lego Batman movie, incredible. Ninjago movie, yeah, solid. Lego Movie 2, a little bit disappointing. That's my thoughts on it. And then we've got this.
And then we've got Pharrell Williams biopic. Wild. Baffled.
Do you think the trailer looked good?
No. I think it's so bizarre.
You were saying the way they've constructed the Pharrell Williams minifigure is irritating.
He's got this weird circular dome headpiece on top of his Lego head.
It's like the Homer Simpson.
It's exactly like that, but that piece doesn't exist. This is so nerdy. That piece does not exist in Lego.
Yeah,
straight up. Like there's a piece where you're bald, but you have hair on the side. That exists. There's a piece like that with a bandana. That exists.
Yeah.
That piece, they do not use that piece for crew cut hair like that. They usually just put a hairpiece on.
Or they would just have the regular headpiece.
Or just be bald, yeah.
I think that'd be better. Yeah, man.
It's so stupid. I don't know who this movie's for. I don't think it's going to make any money. No, what kids are going to see this on a Saturday morning? Oh, come on, kids. Let's go watch the Pharrell Williams biopic.
You're so right, because, as you say, it's incompatible, because fans of the Lego movies are going to be like, oh, there's a new Lego movie out, let's go see it. And they can be like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm going to make a really sweeping statement here, but children fans of Lego aren't going to want to go see this. That's no big revelation. Adult fans of Lego, I don't think they strike me as the kind of people who listen to Pharrell Williams.
No, you're quite right.
I don't want to make that judgment.
They're listening to Everything Is Awesome on repeat.
Yeah.
And I speak from personal experience.
It's like the 40-year-old man who still collects Lego isn't going to like Pharrell Williams. And then the 20 and 30-year-olds who collect Lego aren't going to like Pharrell Williams.
And then the Pharrell Williams fans that like Pharrell Williams
probably don't like Lego.
Yeah. I mean, they'll go and see the Minions movies, of course.
Of course.
I mean, this was my point I made, but Illumination has... I don't know. They must have Pharrell Williams' family in a basement somewhere, because he keeps doing the music for these damn Despicable Me films. Again, the 4th Despicable Me film coming out this.
Is he doing the music for this one as well?
I don't actually know. Now I've said it, but he's doing original music for his biopic, of course. Which
of course,
fine. Yeah. But I'm like, why are you stepping into the Universal stuff now? Like, you've already got an animation company that will bend to your will, right? You've done all the songs.
Of course, because they're Illumination. But is that not also a branch of Universal?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair. Yeah. Good point. But then, why aren't they doing? They should make Pharrell Williams into a Despicable Me minion and then do the whole film like that.
You're right,
or
though.
do it with that animation style. But then that would almost feel more strange in a way, because it's like, what? I think just the very fact we've got a biopic, like you say, of Pharrell Williams is like if Pharrell Williams at least had some connection to Lego, sure. Like I'm trying to think, is there a musician that's really in on Lego? Like, I mean, who would have a Lego biopic? Let's start from that, because that alone is a cool concept.
It isn't. It's a great concept.
I the only vibe I get from this trailer is that it's maybe going for a Ratatouille type thing, because you know when. Obviously, that's Pixar, so they have backing, and that wasn't a biopic of anything. But it was like about food, and it shows Remy eating the food and like the swirls of color around him, and it's really creative and abstract, right? That I think may work in Lego, because Lego's all about creativity, as is music, right? So on that respect, I get the through line, because it might be that like it's going to be quite colorful, quite bright, and I think like maybe the songs are going to build themselves around him, right? Maybe that's what his thinking is.
Yeah.
But it's still a weird decision. I don't think anyone can say anything against that.
Like, I feel like you could take another musician from this day and make it a Lego movie, and it would work more. Like, this is really arbitrary, but like, if you did a Katy Perry biopic in Lego,
yeah,
like that works more than
with her brand,
her branding than this does.
You're so right. Katy Perry's or like Lady Gaga.
Yeah, just someone a little bit more sort of with their brandings a bit more fine tuned.
Maybe Maroon 5.
Yeah, just anyone.
Yeah, literally
anyone but Pharrell
You're so right,
Williams.
Because now you've said that, I'm all for a Lego biopic, but of someone else.
Maybe this is just because we don't like Pharrell. I don't have a huge problem with Pharrell Williams. Like,
I as a rule of thumb, I like his music, but he did the one with Snoop Dogg, Feels, some from Despicable Me, and Happy, right?
Did he do some Daft Punk stuff? I think.
Oh, he did. Yeah, that's a banger. That is a banger.
I presume he's done something with Justin Timberlake because he's in the film.
Here we go. I've got an article here with NME, and Pharrell Williams tells us about his biopic in Lego piece by piece, and he says, "This is an amazing experience of history for me," which already doesn't. Does that quite make sense?
Yeah, the grammar on that. This is an amazing experience of history for me.
So apparently, everything's an amazing experience. What do you mean an experience of history? It's not even come out yet. And everything's an experience. Doesn't mean it's just like that's inherent with anything that happens. Okay. Anyway, apparently it's a documentary, a biopic, an animated movie, and a musical. So already perhaps too many things at once. But here we go. Due for release later this year, the movie will follow the rise of the prolific creative polymath and recreate monumental moments in his life, such as his time with the producer group The Neptunes, never heard of them, with Chad Hugo, never heard of him, working with Snoop Dogg, yes, from...
heard of him?
Yeah, from... he was in that film, wasn't he? Starsky and Hutch, yeah, he's that actor. And Gwen Stefani, okay. Today, a trailer for the project has been released. The clip starts with Lego versions of Williams and Neville doing a sit-down interview before cutting to scenes from the movie. You can hear the beautiful star narrate his career highlights, as well as see cameos from Williams' past famous collaborators.
Maybe this will work in America. Maybe it's our narrow-minded UK viewpoint that is.
Oh my god! You know what?
This.
Sorry, I just. You know what Pharrell Williams is mostly famous for? He's wearing his big fuck off hats, right?
Why haven't they
haven't even given him a hat?
Lego hat.
He's not even got a hat. Why?
Hats exist.
Yes,
hats exist in Lego.
There's loads of them. Can you imagine? They could do a whole minifigure series of just Pharrell Williams in different outfits with different hats.
Pharrell characters with a different.
Then I'd be all on board. But come on, you've fallen at every you've almost got something that might be quite cool, but it's still baffling to me. I do not understand. The more I read this article, it's like he genuinely seems like no one's questioning this. No one's saying why.
What board of director at Universal didn't sit down and go, guys, right? Let's take a minute.
Yeah.
We have our own animation studio where Pharrell Williams is featured in every fucking film.
Yeah.
Why don't we just make a Minion movie with him? Like,
yeah. What properties can we adapt into a Lego movie? We've got so many things at our disposal. We could do Lego Jurassic World. We could do Lego, I don't know, Lego Transformers, right? Do they have them?
Yeah.
All sorts of cool things, right? Why Pharrell Williams? I don't get it. Who else is signed with Universal?
That's what I'm literally Googling now.
Have a look at that.
Taylor Swift. I hate Taylor Swift, but that works.
Bold claim. We're going to get cancelled for that.
Oh, happily. I hate Taylor Swift.
Her, really?
I cannot stand her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But
Do you know what? Lego Taylor Swift film, that would be...
It's got the same vibe, yeah.
That would be
like do it.
Massive. I would absolutely go and see that. 10 out of 10.
And so would her annoying fans. They would 100% go see that.
That would be the biggest thing of the decade. Genuinely. Can you imagine Lego, the biggest toy company in the world, combining with the biggest musician in the world? That would be magnificent.
Sorry, every other musician on Universal's page here makes more sense.
Right.
Taylor Swift. Yep. Billie Eilish. The Weeknd. SZA, probably not, but Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Drake. Ariana Grande. Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Adele. Elton John. Make another one.
Elton John would absolutely... Oh, man. Can you imagine Rocket Man, but done with... Like,
Coldplay. Every single musician apart from...
Coldplay would smash it as well. Yeah, you're right. It's just like, I don't think of Pharrell Williams as being particularly groundbreaking and creative, which I presume is why they've gone for this Lego thing. But
to show that he is. But
give it to some cool, quirky band. Like I think like Maroon 5's a good... Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift.
Really work. Like I've just said 10 times.
Taylor Swift would
I don't like Taylor Swift, but... This would work as a Taylor Swift film.
Yeah.
Not as a...
Can you imagine like her cute little guitar and like all the Eras Tour outfits? Like that would be a minifigure series. They would fly off the shelf.
If they made minifigures of I've just said they're making a brickhead of her.
Yeah.
So
sure. Oh my god, it all makes sense. Why
don't we work for?
If Taylor wasn't so busy, we should be at the head of the Lego department.
Films department, yeah.
Can you imagine? This is our calling. If they need, we should go and work for Universal and be like, right, guys,
get your head
nice
on,
idea. Yeah, I think you've got your heads twisted onto your happy face where you need to twist it round. Go on, put your thoughtful faces on. Right, well, there's our rant about...
Yeah, there's that. We had to get that in at the end. We wanted to speak about this. Wild. So weird.
Yeah, we will be hearing definitely more of this as we go on in the next couple of months.
This is going to be updates and trailers and as we go.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, guys. No big reviews there this week, but that was a nice little rant episode, I think. We had a little chat about some trailers, a couple of catch-up films that we've watched, and a bit of Pharrell Williams slander.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
The other one that he sings is the...
Oh, yes. Oh, the sun shines only a cloud away.
Yeah, that's it. That's the other one I could think of.
Please, Pharrell, don't copyright us on this. Please, we need it.
You can email in and tell us what you think about the Pharrell Williams piece by piece biopic.
I'd also like to say, Universal, if there are tickets going for the premiere, I would absolutely be...
enamoured.
I'd be over the moon to go along.
Over the Lego moon.
Can you imagine? We should just start emailing now because we need to go to this premiere. I think I've never been to one before. This is the one we go to first. Just this really intriguing film that no one
else is going to be there. So.
It'll be Pharrell Williams, Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake, and me. Adebalo, move it up this way. What do you think of the Pharrell Williams biopic? I don't know, I've not seen it.
It's a fucking stupid concept.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Even Pharrell Williams just go like, I don't know.
What do you think about this biopic, Pharrell?
I don't know, man. It was a risk. I'm just creative.
So
you know, the photos, he's got his massive hat on. But they put arms and the hat's shrugging as well. Like
the hat's got eyebrows on.
You know what it's going to be, right? At one point in this film, he's going to stumble into a cave, like Aladdin's like cave of wonders, right? He's going to stumble across a hat. He's going to put it on like the mask, and he's going to become, I see music. like going back to the Matrix, I know music.
I can't wait for him to take off his stupid Lego bold headpiece and put on a hat.
Or, he'll definitely take off the headpiece. Yeah, absolutely. That'll be like the final act turning point. It's like, it's time for me to become who I really am.
A little plastic man.
No, they're going to do the happy music video. It's going to be his little claw.
Little Lego claws, yeah.
I'm so excited for this film now.
They 100% are clapping little yellow hands together for happy.
Little clicks in the past.
Yeah, totally. It will be the Lego game sound where it goes like little clicks rather than claps.
He's gonna build some sort of sound. I don't know, sound note, right?
Yeah.
Daft Punk are going to be in it as well.
No.
Oh my god.
Not gonna lie though, if they did a minifigure series of the characters from this film, I'd buy. Because I'd love a little Lego Daft Punk and stuff.
Justin Timberlake. I really like Justin Timberlake, yeah. We're bringing sexy back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lego Tom
Jones.
Can you imagine him on a Lego voice chair turning around?
The little...
Like, hitting the button again with his cool hands. And then like jumping out of his seat like, why, Delilah?
I spun my chair. I think you're great.
I think I really am the best coach. Or Lego Will.i.am. That phenomenal with the Black Eyed Peas. Oh my god.
Please, can you email in and tell us what you think about this Lego Pharrell Williams film? Because we can't be the only ones who think it's an insane idea.
It's like it's already flown under the radar. People are just letting this happen.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to like burst
Why?
in like, no, stop this.
Why are the big... But someone should have. Some big wig in finance at Universal should have been like, guys, can we be serious?
Yeah.
Who is this movie for?
You know, they should do a crossover with the Paddington movies. He'll take off his hat and there'll be a marmalade sandwich under it. Aunt Lucy, you've been in the Lego movies instead. That's where he's been.
Aunt Lucy's on an adventure, my ass.
Clutch powers. And that's how they unveil Lego Paddington. They're like, oh, by the way, Lego Paddington's in this as well.
Odds of us seeing a Lego minion in this Lego Pharrell Williams film.
Well, they got the minifigures, haven't they?
100%.
Oh, yeah. I would be that if they do this film and don't have a Lego minion in it, then it's a 0 out of 10.
Yes.
This really has been a failure.
I'm giving this 0 on Letterboxd.
Yeah. Oh man, maybe it'll be really great. I'm very intrigued. This has just got me excited. Actually, this has really turned my life around. You can get in touch with the show if you wanna share your thoughts on this film. Because my God, we need to. Because I feel like I'm going into it. Feels like I'm imagining this. Don't get me started on that Lego game as well. The Lego Horizons game.
Yeah.
That's another discussion. That's something for next week.
Yeah.
But my God,
Lego have clearly got too much money at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
Because the stuff they're producing...
They can really probably afford to drop the price of those sets, surely. They're getting extortionate. They're getting great, don't get me wrong, but every set they're coming out is like, it bangers.
I want that.
Yeah.
But, like, £800.
Insane. So that is Piece by Piece. Comes out in October this year. Get in touch with the show at Instagram. Our handle is at MovingUpPod.
And on TikTok, our handle is...
at MovingUp.
Please go give us a follow, see some content that we're sharing. If you'd like to email in, you can email in at movieonuppod@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
Please do. We're off to see... We're actually running way behind schedule right now. I didn't realise that. We're off to see Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. We've seen the previous two. We're going to review those next week. I don't know what else. Probably Inside Out 2.
Yes,
Talk about that
absolutely.
next week. That's out.
Might have a guest on next week, potentially.
Yeah, potentially. If he actually comes back on his promises.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might hear a nice dulcet tones of...
Ewan Walsh.
Ewan Walsh.
Film extraordinaire.
Yeah, film extraordinaire.
What's his favourite film? Do we know?
Elvis by Baz Luhrmann.
Really?
Yeah.
Modern classic. Okay.
Have you seen the...
Bold choice.
Yeah.
Kind of understandable, but yeah. Okay.
Tom Hanks in that film.
We're going to talk about Elvis then if he's on next week.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to both do our Elvis. We're all going to do the whole...
He's what? Tom Hanks in that film was colossal. Jesus.
Colossal is totally the word, yeah.
All right. Thank you for listening. And we'll catch you next week.
Have a good one. See ya.